This is our second video in the series about converting an old garage into an art studio. In the last video, we looked at the existing sagging and out-of-plumb conditions and considered some design options with regard to new windows and doors. At this point, we have submitted a final design with a full set of working drawings, and we have received a building permit. The focus of this second video will be the process of re-leveling and straightening both the floor and the roof, and replumbing some of the walls. This diagram shows the extent of the building's problems. I have exaggerated the drawing a bit for illustration purposes. The areas that we will be addressing will be removing and replacing the old concrete floor, raising and leveling the top wall plates, plumbing the west wall in preparation for a new door, pulling the skewed south wall back into plumb, straightening the fascias, flattening the finished roof plane before installing new roofing. We will put this building back into a usable condition with a combination of TLC and brute force. We used a jackhammer to break up and remove the old cracked and out-of-level slab. By removing the slab, we could see that in addition to settling, 3 of the 4 short foundation walls had cracked and tilted out. This outward tilt had taken the framed walls as much as 1.5 inches out of plumb. We were able to push the top plates up to a level position using a floor jack. We added a new 2x4 next to each existing stud and added straps to reconnect the plate to the walls. The west wall gets the new door, so we took steps to replumb that wall. We cut the foundation bolts and used a come-along to pull the base in and plumb. We then added 1/2-inch redhead concrete anchors to reconnect the bottom plate to the foundation. The south end of the building is racked out of plumb. Again, we used a come-along to rack the wall plumb. The last step in getting the building straighter was to cut out the horizontal ceiling rafters, jack up the ridge, pull the east top plates inward to straighten it, and install our plywood gussets and collar ties to the new ceiling height. At this point, we can recut the rafter tails and install a straight and level fascia. The 2x4 rafters had a downward bow, so it was necessary to install shim strips of varying thickness, as much as 1/2 inch. This allows new 5/8-inch roof sheathing to lay in a nice flat plane. The design change we added to Angie's original drawings was a small gable roof projecting over the new door. All of this material was pre-primed. We are getting late in the year, and this prime will at least get us through the winter and make a final paint job easier. The poor condition of this original building has presented a number of challenges that we have been able to address in a reasonable manner to this point. With regard to the foundation, we are making the big assumption that this small building has finished settling. That may or may not be the case, but a critical step in protecting the investment Angie is making in this remodel will be water control. Later in the project, we will be installing gutters and doing our best to reconfigure the grade to get runoff away from the foundation. Our next video will cover the preparation and pouring of the new slab, finishing the corrective framing, and installing new windows and doors. For more information on my construction background, you can go to peterqbrown.com.